I'm Dr. Kyle Harner from Carolina Arthritis Center. Living with arthritis or joint pain doesn't have to limit your life. At Carolina Arthritis Center in Greenville, we're Eastern North Carolina's only private, single specialty rheumatology clinic dedicated exclusively to your joint health. Our experienced team offers comprehensive care all under one roof. From consultations and joint injections to on-site laboratory, x-ray, bone density testing, and our specialized infusion suite. No more running around to multiple locations for your arthritis evaluation. When you need expert rheumatology care, choose the specialist who focus solely on conditions like yours every single day. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your mobility and comfort are our main priority. Call 252-321-8474 or visit carolina-arthritis.com to schedule your consultation today. Again, that number is 252-321-8474. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another incredible episode of your favorite weekend show. Yes, good morning and good afternoon to folks listening back home in Africa and different other parts of the world. Yes, you're listening to Pitt Perspectives right here on Awesome Radio 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU in Greenville. And now also we are on 102.3 FM and 1450 AM, WNOS in New Bern. Yes, we are excited for the growth and connecting communities across Eastern North Carolina and the rest of the world. Yes, as always, I'm your favorite voice on the radio. Yes, the man, the McCall, Victor Ihuka. Holding it down with my brother Patrick this today. Yes, our guy here is out of town.
Yeah. Good morning,
Yes.
once
Yeah,
again.
what's up?
Good morning. This is Patrick once again on the one, the two, the three, the awesome radio. It's amazing to be in studio again today. It's a beautiful morning. The weather is just right for some
Is
reason.
it?
Yes, the
It's a
weather is
bit.
right. It's not cold. It's not hot. It's feeling amazing.
Oh yeah, you think so?
Yeah, it is. So
Yes.
yeah, so I think
Ah,
AY who's in
AI.
out yes AI AY who's in Outer Banks is probably having a blast because the weather's good. I don't know how the weather's doing over there.
Yes, AI. I keep saying AI. AI, if you're listening, yes, do check in and let us know how it's going out there. Yes, before we jump into the big thing, yes, it's the weekend before Thanksgiving, yeah?
Yeah, it is. It
Yes,
is.
so wherever you're listening to us from, whether you're on the road, you're at work, or at home, yes, thank you for spending your morning with us. It's amazing to, get out in the community and hear you or talk about, how much you all enjoy hearing us, you know. Yes, and we're growing too. Shout out to, I guess, our producer and our emergency engineer today. Shout out to Miss Akila, Tick Pen, Makadel. Thanks for always coming through for us. So yes, before we get down to anything, before we get down to the top community news recap, how's your week been, Patrick?
Oh,
How's
my
it
week
been?
has been amazing. It's been by amazing I mean I had three exams and
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was very interesting. I had two exams in one day and
How
yeah.
badly did you perform in them?
I mean, the first test went really well.
Okay,
The second test surprised me
not
for
so well.
sure. Yeah, calculus two surprised me, but
Calculus?
yeah, two.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'd
so
be surprised too.
yeah,
So
it kind of
surprised in a good way or not?
in kind of a good way because I thought it would be harder,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, but we don't know. Sometimes when you take an exam, you're like maybe it's easy, but then when the grade comes back, it's like do you still think I'm easy? So
That's you say. Do you still think I'm easy?
so it's one of those. Yeah, how's
Yeah,
your
I'm,
week been,
I'm
Vic?
by the way, yeah, we drove here. Patrick drove us here, and I was
Yeah,
pleading the blood of Jesus the entire time.
we got here. We made it.
Yeah, we
We're
made
safe.
it in one piece. But shout
Yes.
out, yeah, you did well.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, you did
Appreciate it.
well. You
Yeah.
did well. Yes, it's us again, and shout out to everyone supporting. Shout out to Carolina Arthritis Center for always coming through. And like always, if you want to reach the community, if you want to, be part of this amazing story, this amazing platform we're building here in Eastern North Carolina, feel free to reach out to Awesome Radio or reach out to us to be able to partner with us. Yes, so I'm trying to have us get down through with the introductions too, so that we can get into the top community news, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center. And today we'll be talking about something really, really dear to my heart. You know, one of my favorite things to talk about. So don't go anywhere. You'll be able to hear all of it. So about my week, how has my week been?
That's a
Interesting. Yeah, that's the word. Interesting. So it was International Education Week.
yeah.
Shout out to the Office of Global Affairs. We had the
Yes.
parade of flags
Yes, which I missed.
in the week. You miss everything, bro.
No, I was in Raleigh.
Yeah. So yeah, we had the parade of flags. We had, what else did we have? Yeah, there was International Potluck on
Oh
Wednesday.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
a Duke. That's why I missed the parade of the
Bro,
flags.
get
I
right
was
out
at
here,
Duke
man.
University. Out. Oh
What are
my
you saying,
God. I did
bro?
not want to come back, y'all.
What? Why?
Out. Have you been to Duke?
Bro, we'll be back right after the break. Please don't mind this guy. You're still live on Awesome Radio Network. Boom.
I am Miss Mary Cox. I'm Killer Thigpen's mother from Awesome Radio.
I'm Dr. Kyle Harner from Carolina Arthritis Center. Living with arthritis or joint pain doesn't have to limit your life. At Carolina Arthritis Center in Greenville, we're Eastern North Carolina's only private, single specialty rheumatology clinic dedicated exclusively to your joint health. Our experienced team offers comprehensive care all under one roof. From consultations and joint injections to on site laboratory, x ray, bone density testing, and our specialized infusion suite. No more running around to multiple locations for your arthritis evaluation. When you need expert rheumatology care, choose the specialist who focus solely on conditions like yours every single day. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your mobility and comfort are our main priority. Call 252-321-8474 or visit carolina-arthritis.com to schedule your consultation today. Again, that number is 252-321-8474. Carolina Arthritis Center.
Where your journey to health begins.
Yes, welcome back. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're tuned live on to Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio. Yes, this is the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community from right here in Greenville, Eastern North Carolina, to the rest of the world. And shout out to everyone engaging and listening from across the world. Yes, right before we went on that break, we were just bringing you like a preamble of our week, essentially. Right now, we're about to get into our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center. What do we have, Patrick?
Yeah. In news headlines, we have our first headline says Grow in Greenville campaign extends effort to attract and retain talent.
Yes, Pitt County business leaders heard new updates on the Growing Greenville Talent Campaign, which is working to attract new workers and keep local students in the region. The Greenville ENC Alliance shared that Greenville continues to earn national recognition for affordability, quality of life, and career opportunities. Ads at Charlotte Douglas Airport, banners on ECU buses, and social media campaigns are helping direct people to the Growing Greenville website, which highlights housing costs, lifestyle videos, and sample day in Greenville itineraries. The alliance is also focusing on on reaching Gen Z through influencer partnerships, including a major campaign with Salary Transparent Street that earned over 17 million views.
Hey.
New new efforts include a community navigator program that pairs newcomers with local residents, more engagements with Pitt Community College and the career technical education programs, and out of market career fairs. Leaders said many people are surprised by how much Greenville offers, but more family friendly activities remain a common request. Yes, and this is one of the things we are excited about here because a lot of people don't realize, how much there is here. In case you didn't know it, Greenville, Pitt County area is home to up to 100 different cultures, from around the world. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody, even a lot of people know that. But that's why we're here. Yeah, shout out to the growing Greenville sub-brand of the Greenville ENC Alliance,
Yes.
and
Shout out.
17 million users.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Shout out to
Yeah,
them.
I
Please,
had
if
this
you're
feeling.
still looking for influencers.
Yeah, we have a Gen Z influencer here. That's actually a good thing. Yes.
Yes.
Patrick
If you're still looking
is a Gen Z
I
influencer.
am up for the task.
Yes.
Anyways, moving on with our headlines, we also have school board considers changes to open enrollment rules due to late pickups and parent behavior.
Yes, Pitt County Schools is reviewing changes to its open enrollment policy after ongoing concerns about late student pickups and parent behavior. School leaders said some families choosing schools outside their districts arrive over an hour late, creating safety issues and putting extra strain on staff. The district is considering adding repeated late pickups and abusive behavior towards staff as reasons a student can lose their open enrollment spot. Board members also said the current mix of open enrollment, lottery applications, and reassignment requests is confusing for families. The district may streamline deadlines, simplify the application process, and remove outdated rules tied to neighborhoods that no longer apply. Policy revisions could receive a first reading as early as next month, while a list of open enrollment schools for 2026-27 is still pending. Interesting. That is
Yeah.
very interesting. Yes, moving on.
Yeah, we also have Greenville moves forward with a major update to its watershed master plan.
Yes, Greenville, the city of Greenville is preparing a major update to its 10-year watershed master plan, which guides how the city handles stormwater across its 7 watersheds. The original 2016 plan mapped 227 miles of pipes and identified hundreds of drainage challenges, recommending more than $200 million in projects. Now worth about $500 million due to inflation. Wow. The update will include new rainfall data, recent construction, completed projects like Town Creek culverts, and the effects of rapid development. Funding remains a major challenge. Stormwater fees were meant to support new services but are now mostly covering rising costs, though the plans has helped the city secure millions in grants. FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, recently pulled back funding from 2 major drainage projects, raising more concerns. During the same meeting, a resident asked the city to improve security at the Greenville Convention Center after an incident happened. I think they said something was stolen at a show, prompting council members to review safety procedures. Yes, interesting stuff.
Very
Yes,
interesting.
moving on.
We also have Pitt County shines light on hunger and homelessness during Awareness Week.
Yes, on the last news for the day, Pitt County leaders recognized Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week by sharing updated data on local needs and the work being done to address them. County officials noted that homelessness has risen statewide, and Pitt County counted 130 people experiencing homelessness earlier this year, including unsheltered family. About 17% of Pitt County residents face hunger, according to the food bank. The county also highlighted rising housing costs, with many households struggling to afford rent or maintain their homes. Local partners are expanding support through food programs, emergency housing, and community resources. Since 2020, more than 469 people have received rapid rehousing services thanks to over $2 million in grants. Efforts such as the Making Pitt County, efforts such as the Making Pitt Fit Community Garden, Making Pitt Fit Community Garden, the DSS nutrition programs, and a network of housing providers are helping fill critical gaps. County leaders encouraged residents to learn more, support local services, and stay engaged through the county's digital awareness campaign. Yes, that's some interesting stuff. Shout out to everyone listening. That's all we have today on our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center. Uh, yes, we are getting into our community voices section today. Yes. So today's conversation is very personal. I'm sure you would find out in a bit. It's powerful. Our conversation today is global too. We are talking about the voice you carry, the voice I carry, the voice we all carry. We're talking about accents, the bias to accents, respect, stereotypes, and how your sound shapes how you're treated. From Lagos to Lenore, Port Harcourt to Pitt County, London to Lagrange, your voice carries your story. But why do some accents get praised as professional while others get mocked or dismissed? Yes, that is the questions we are asking today. And as always, we want to hear from you. So we are talking about accents today. So we are asking you all at home or at work or wherever you're listening to us around the world, what accents are you proud of or connected to? And have you ever been judged or praised because of your accents? And furthermore, we ask, do you switch up your voice in certain environments to be taken seriously? Yes, these are all we'll be talking about today. And as always, we want to hear from you. Our calling numbers on the studio is 252-756-2008. 252-756-2008. And if you're listening to us or watching us across any of the awesome radio social media, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere, feel free to drop your thoughts, drop your perspectives in the chat, and we'll definitely get to it. So right here, we'll see Ngozi Ihuka 6148 saying, "Keep up the good work." Yes, shout out. Yes,
I
shout
don't
out
know
to
why you had to
Ngozi.
say the
Yeah, yeah,
614.
yeah, 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 yeah. Is it one?
I have no idea why you had to say the 6148, but okay.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm just calling out the profile
The
ID.
username,
Yeah, the
yeah. Okay.
username. Yeah, keep up the good work. Yeah, shout out to you. That's my mom. Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out.
Yeah.
Wonderful, always listening.
Yeah.
Yes, my mom is such an awesome radio fan.
Yeah, she's
Always
always the first.
representing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Well, I
amazing.
that says something. I must be a good boy. For those of you doubting my awesomeness, I
Yeah.
guess. So yes, yeah, we want to hear from you. 252-756-2008.
Yeah.
So
And
let's get down to it,
mhm.
Patrick. Let's talk about accents. It's interesting we're talking about this because I
Yeah.
mean, even reading the news, for instance, I'm sure some people will be like, "What did he say here?"
Yeah,
Or if, I mean, even trying to. I mean, we've talked about how I say Washington,
yeah.
and then
Washington.
the time I wanted to say Washington. Yes,
Yes, we'll be
we'll
right
be
back.
right back after
Mhm.
this break. You're still tuned on to your awesome radio network. Don't touch the dial.
You're listening to Awesome Radio, WECU 107.5 FM, 1570 AM. Christian media with the spirit of excellence.
Looking for the perfect place to grow your business? Welcome to the LJPK Business Center, Greenville's newest hub for entrepreneurs, innovators, and creators. With private offices, open co working spaces, meeting rooms, and even a podcast studio, LJPK is more than just an office. It's a community where vision meets opportunity. Located at 210 South Washington Street, Greenville, North Carolina. Call 252-420-1355 for details. LJPK Business Center. Creates, connects, grow.
We welcome our newest station to the network of Awesome Radio, WNOS New Bern, 1450 AM and 102.3 FM.
Yes, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. In case you just tuned in and you're wondering who has these amazing accents, yes, this is Speed Perspectives right here on Awesome Radio Network. This is the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community right here from Greenville, Eastern North Carolina to the rest of the world. Yes, keep the chats coming. I'm seeing some interesting conversations on the chat. Ayodos says, "Good boy indeed."
Yes, you know who that is.
My enemies are at it again.
You set him up for that one. You set him up for that one. You set him up for that one. And
Well,
also, yeah, I'm
go
about to
ahead,
get
yeah.
back to. Yes, we're still on Awesome Radio,
Yeah.
and the phone line is still 252
756-2008. Yes, Tonya Emil says, "Good morning, family." Yeah, shout out to you, Tonya. Yes, we are talking about accents.
Yes.
And yes, what accent are you proud of or connected to? And have you ever been judged or praised because of your accent? And do you switch up your voice in certain environments to be taken seriously? As always, we want to hear your voice. We want to hear your perspectives. We want to hear your accents, even. Yes, it's 25275620008. So let's get down to it. I was talking about how, and I think I've said it on the show while making, reading out the news, and you guys looked at me funny, washing in. Yeah, it's interesting. And
Washington. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't realize this, but I feel like accent comes from like how we speak our languages.
Yes, it is.
And how the way you shape your mouth when you speak your like local dialects, and then
Yes.
you're trying to speak English the
Yeah.
same way, even
Yes.
the tones too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's a comedian. I'm a big stand-up comedy fan, and so there's a comedian that broke it down. He mentioned that speaking with an accent is basically you only have an accent if you speak a different language, right? Like if you have a different accent, say the Spanish have or people that speak Spanish have a certain way they pronounce English words,
Okay.
right? And then people that are from Africa, for example, have different accents as well.
Right.
So it's always stems from you being able to speak a different language other than English.
Okay.
And then most definitely, normally that's your first language. English has to be a second language for you to have a strong accent or
I see
some
what
sort of
I
accent.
see what you mean, but I don't completely agree. And then yes, you can drop in the chat if you're too shy to
I mean,
call or
with
something.
the exception of southern
Right.
accents.
No. So the reason I have some exception to that is this. Yeah, I didn't realize that there wasn't just one American accent.
Oh yeah.
Because I used to think before I came here that that was just the American accent. But being here in the South, in Greenville, Eastern North Carolina, or even North Carolina
it's a southern
at
accent.
that, I now realize there are Southern accent. There's something like the Southern drawl. Yeah,
Yes,
like
yes.
people will tell me one way they know I'm not from
Right,
here is
yeah.
because I say Greenville and not
Yeah.
Greenville.
Greenville, yeah.
It's very, very interesting too. And I've had people say that folks who grew up like up north, like the New Yorks and all of that, they have a different accent.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? And
Yeah.
sometimes people say stuff here, and I struggle to hear like the deep southern accent.
Yeah.
Excuse me, just because of how interesting it sounds.
Yes, and sometimes it's very fast.
Right.
So, and it's fast, and then at the same time, you're still trying to make up the words that I just said.
I
and
mean,
they're already on to the next sentence, and so you're
oh,
yes, you're
so I
stringing
have
up.
an amazing barber,
Yeah.
Shout out to Mo.
Yeah.
And every time I'm there, like the barber shop is always like this community space where
Yeah,
people are
lively,
always
yeah,
saying things. And
mhm.
bro, I won't even lie. Well, it goes both ways because
Yeah.
sometimes I struggle to make out what they are saying.
Yes.
And then if I do say something to myself,
Mm-hmm.
it they struggle to hear
Yes.
it too. Yes, I think we have a chat. Oh yeah, how this is saying Trevor Noah. That's
Yeah.
probably the stand-up. Was this stand-up comedian you were talking about?
Yeah. It's yeah.
That's the only stand-up comedian.
No, no, but Trevor also mentioned it.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have you can read out.
Yeah,
some
we have
Ngozi-
Ngozi Ihuka,
Go ahead.
6148, said accent is
This boy.
associated with language. It can be natural and can be learned in school. It can also
Hmm.
come as a demand for a job.
Interesting.
She also mentioned that accent changes with geographical location. Yes.
Hmm.
And so what that stand-up comedian said is that you like every language has mouth movements,
Right.
and so you're using the same mouth movement for,
For-
the different language
right,
for English, which
right.
results in an accent that
Right.
is not, that's what they mentioned. And
That's
this- Yeah,
interesting.
this might be very true.
And I think something else too, to point out. So I realized that a lot of people think there is one African accent.
yes,
Right.
and everybody thinks everyone from Africa
Yes,
has a
speaks the
Nigerian
same.
accent.
Not even a Nigerian. I don't even believe that's a Nigerian accent, bro. That's definitely not.
What-
There is interestingly there is no Nigerian accent
Really?
as such. Yes.
In my ears, there is. In my
This
ears,
boy.
there is. Like
AY,
I can
AY, you
identify-
should be livid. AY, you should pick offense to that.
Why?
But I'll tell you this, yeah.
That just means I know my people.
Nah.
Like I know how different people sound.
Hold on. So, as a Nigerian,
Yes.
I can tell when someone is from the West,
Mm.
like where AY is from.
Okay.
Because
me,
of
I
how
can't
he
tell that, yeah.
right, but hold on, I'm coming. And I
Mhm.
can tell when someone is like from the north
Mhm.
because they have completely different accents. And I
Yes.
believe they can tell that I'm from the east
Yes.
because of how we pronounce, where we stress our, words and stuff. Yeah. And in addition to that, as a group, the West African languages, I guess, have a unique accent as a group. Now, think about this difference, these variations, like from Nigeria as as a space, and then when you zoom out a bit, West Africa has its unique accent.
I'll tell you this. I can tell when a Nigerian person is talking. I can tell when a Congolese person is speaking. I can
Okay.
tell when a South African person is speaking. I can tell when a Kenyan person is speaking.
So that's the point I'm trying to make. It's, if you can say, it's easier to say West African, East African, Southern African, like as in the regions, much more than you can say for much more than you can say for like specific countries.
Oh,
You get what I mean? So West Africa again, I think, and then correct anybody who is listening who has more knowledge
because
about
when you
this
say West Africa, Nigerians and Ghanaians do not sound the same. Yes, it's close, but it's not the
because
same.
you stay around Nigerians and Ghanaians.
Like I know how they both differently sound.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
can
The
tell
same
the
way I can tell the difference between someone from the West in Nigeria and someone from the North. Does it make sense?
No, that's different.
How so?
That's different because this is in the country. I
Okay.
can also tell the difference between when a Zulu person is talking and when it's Pig
And I
person is
can't.
talking. Yes, yes.
You
but
see what I
can tell
mean?
when a South African is talking though.
And an East African, yes.
Yes, but you can't tell like inside the country. I get what you're saying. I cannot tell when a person from your side of Nigeria
Right,
is talking
right.
and then an AY is talking because you and AY are from different parts, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, so I can't tell that where you guys are from, but I can for sure say Nigeria. Does that make sense?
Okay, so let's see. Ayodus say, go ahead and read.
Oh,
this
I
one.
just said I don't think anyone should be judged by their accent. Like Victoria said,
Who is
it
Victoria, please?
Who is Victoria? I mean, sorry,
This guy
it is
is
influenced by your
disrespect.
language. So everyone should be proud of their accent. It's actually an extension of your language. Yes, true.
Yes, Tonya, go ahead.
Tonya also said, I'm from Raleigh, but I often get that I do not sound like I'm from the USA. Accents can come from environments too. In another country, I sound Western, but here at home, people don't. I've traveled a lot.
That's
Yes,
interesting.
that goes back to
Yes.
Ms. Ngozi Ihuka's
Yeah,
point
yeah.
that accent comes with location.
Yes, thank you, Tonya, for sharing that. Ayodus, I need clarification. Who is Victoria?
Yes, who is
That's
Victoria?
what I'm trying to this voice. Don't let me catch you. You see? Yes, yes, we're talking about accents. Let's know, what accents are you connected to, are you most proud of? And feel free to reach out to us on 252-756-2008. It's
Yeah.
still here, Pitt
And
Perspective.
I feel like any international or anybody from outside America has had an experience if they pick on their accent, because some people are really
Good on picking up,
yes,
and some
yes, and
people
have a really
actually
good-
suck at it too.
yes, have a
Like-
really good American accent. But when like they default back to their actual accent,
Right.
and somebody that's American hears it, the first thing they always say is, "Oh my God, I love your accent. Where are you from?" That's the first thing you hear every time. And like I can bet all my money that
You don't have
anybody
any money, but go ahead.
I guess
But
I have
it's
nothing
true
to
now.
say. Yes.
Yeah,
And
but
I have a lot of accent stories, like from my friends to myself.
Bro.
Like I have a lot, but I'm gonna tell you guys
it's
too. that
yes,
are
yes,
very
yes.
prevalent.
We're
But-
still live here on the Awesome Radio Network, and it's amazing talking about accents. Don't touch the dial. We'll be back with Pete Perspectives right after the break. Boom.
Hello, my name is Hayden. Thank you for listening to Awesome Radio, 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU.
We provide community information, education, and awareness. 102.3 FM, 1450 AM, New Bern, WNOS.
The Real Treasure Worship Event Center, a sacred, peaceful space designed for prayer, worship, and meaningful gatherings. More than just a venue, the Real Treasure is a living room to the city, a place to gather, rest, connect, and encounter God. Located at 410A Evans Street, downtown Greenville, please contact us at 252-412-3169 to set up an event.
Yes. In case you're just joining us, you're tuned into Pitt Perspectives and Awesome Radio Network, the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community right here from Greenville, Eastern North Carolina to the rest of the world. Yes, and we are sharing stories today. Just when we were on the break, our amazing engineer and producer, Mr. Akila, was asking Igbo language what it was. Yes, Igbo is my language. It's the language spoken in the eastern part of Nigeria, um, which is interesting too. So Tonya on the chat said, as Westerners, we can't tell at all. Unfortunately, Westerners are ignorant and we just categorize all as African. Embarrassing but true. Well, I guess you have the right to say that. We can't. Yes. Thank you for sharing, Tonya.
Yes.
Ayodu says every language produces new accents. Hope you know that English is not the only language in the world. Okay. If an American is trying to speak my language, do you know what it will sound like? Yes, I know. Because people call you Ayo. you know People call you Ayo and they mess up your last name. At least I can speak your language. Can you speak mine? Who are you talking to?
He's being rhetorical to this.
Oh,
Like
oh
us
yeah,
being able
okay,
to speak
at least.
English,
Okay, I
yeah.
thought he was talking about me because I can speak his language, some Kilo Shele, Kilo De, Ekaro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Igbo, yes, Igbo is my language, and like Mr. Akila said, most or a good number of Nigerian traditional Nollywood movies would have Igbo language. And then just like a good number of, I guess, Afrobeat music would have the Yoruba language in it. So it's a very interesting thing. So I guess would like to also hear what accents, some of our listeners are proud about, and you know if they've been judged or praised because of their accents. Yes, I think I've been both judged and praised. So I am attending this. NC Rural Center has a leadership, their flagship leadership center, Rural Economic Development Institute. Amazing stuff, and I try to speak up, share my ideas. And this one time folks are asking about like methods of data collections. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh,
We
we
have
have
a
a caller
caller
on
on
the
the line.
line.
Okay, shout out. Yes, good morning. You're live on Awesome Radio. This is Pitt Perspectives. Who do we have on the line?
This is Annie.
This is hey, one time for Annie. Yes, how are you doing this morning, Annie?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
Yes, we're
Good.
doing well. How are you doing, Patrick?
I'm good. I'm doing good. Thank
Yes,
you for
yeah.
asking. That got
Yeah,
me off guard.
yeah. You're not used to folks asking how you're doing, yeah?
No, I'm saying
But
you.
I asked though.
No.
Okay, you're not used to me asking how you're.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Please, Annie, don't mind this South African Gen Z young man. Yes, I'm sure you've been listening on the show, and then we're asking folks about accents. And we are asking folks, what accents are you proud of or connected to? Have you ever been judged or praised because of your accents? And do you switch up your voice in certain environments to be taken seriously? I know this is a lot, but feel free to, share with us.
Yeah, for sure. I guess the accent I'm proud of is my Nigerian accent, just like Patrick said. Like I get that. Oh my goodness, I love the accent. Where are you from? And there
Yeah.
are some that just like I love the accent, like just different kind of people just saying it.
Yeah.
But I tend to, I guess, find myself switching away. And obviously, they can tell that I'm not American. They just to make certain words clearer. So yes, I do tend to switch up sometimes. It depends on where I'm at, maybe like school or like work. Because as someone who completed high school, yeah, I won't say I was bullied, but I was made fun of a lot just because of my African accent.
Oh,
That
wow.
to a point I didn't want to even speak in class just because every single word I said, everyone just started laughing, and it's a little bit uncomfortable. So I guess that's where I guess switching up kind of like came over time. But yeah.
That is interesting. Patrick, at least you have someone agreeing with you.
Yes.
Yeah, Patrick
Yes.
is all ears, like his mouth is so happy this morning.
Yes.
You're agreeing with him about the Nigerian accent. And for a second, I couldn't even tell like your accent, Colin, or are you switching up your accent?
So,
No, I'm kidding. Yes, thank you so much for sharing, Annie, and keep listening. And thank you for always listening
Yes.
and supporting.
I
Yeah, you
had a
wanted to-
question, Annie.
Okay.
What accent have you picked up?
Oh, interesting.
to be honest, I don't know, right? Because sometimes I feel like when I'm trying to speak, I don't really sound like the typical Nigerian or American, right? That sometimes people even ask me if I was born here, and then I'm thinking, oh wow, is my accent that good? So
Yeah.
I don't really
Wow.
know, to be honest.
Yeah.
That means you're doing a good job or
Yeah,
something.
she is. Yeah, you're doing an amazing job. And
I guess so.
accents switch up with your setting and your
And
audience.
it's unconscious too, I
Yes,
think.
it's very
Yeah.
unconscious. Not something you do like you tell yourself, okay, now I'm changing my accent. No, no, it just flips like
Mm-hmm.
that. So it's
Yeah.
amazing.
That is interesting. I wonder how successful or unsuccessful like people are in trying to
Yeah.
switch up their accents. Yes, thank you
Mm-hmm.
so much, Annie, for calling in and for sharing. But no thanks for making
Okay.
Patrick happy. Well, yes, one time
Wow.
for Annie.
Thank you.
All right, have a good rest of your day, Annie. Yes, we interesting stuff. Yes, thank you for calling Annie and for letting us know. Yes, I was trying to say exactly what she was just trying to say. How I said survey, right?
Survey.
Survey. Yes. And the instructor kept saying, what? I said surveys. What? Surveys. Okay,
Yeah.
and then it clicked that, oh,
He's
I'm
trying to
actually
say
pro.
surveys.
Yes,
Yeah.
surveys. So the
Yeah.
moment I said surveys, it's like, oh wow, I'm like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
my Nigerian accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of my accent.
Yes.
Honestly, I've gotten a lot of compliments, for it and how much it's, gets people interesting, for lack of a better word. Yes, we
Yes.
have to keep it PG.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, and
but
okay. Two things. Now I have theories. The first
okay.
theory is they always say, oh, we have a call on the line.
Oh wow, okay. Keep it coming. Good morning. You're live on Awesome Radio. This is Pete Perspectives. Who do we have on the line?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
This is a
This
familiar
is
voice. Good
Mbaya.
morning, Onyemaya. Yeah, I'll let you say it. Who do we have on the line?
Onyemaya, and the spinning wheel.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for calling in as always. I mean, we always look forward. I'm sure I'm not the only one who looks forward to hearing you on the show. Yes, we're talking about accents. I'm sure I think you've told us in the past you've lived in England and then you're here. What's your accent story and, what accent are you proud of or connected to? And have you ever been judged or praised because of your accent? And do you switch up your voice in certain environments to be taken seriously? Just tell us. Go for it.
Um, Naturally, accent. I'm connected to my own accent, which
Mm.
is I'm a Nigerian, and in Nigerian I'm an Igbo.
Yes.
So I'm connected with my own accent, and in terms of being praised or being judged, I like being open,
Mm.
regardless of anybody that is hearing my voice.
Right.
Understand?
Right.
Okay. Uh, I don't want to talk about England because that's past tense.
Okay.
So let me focus on America. Understand? So like a lot of some of Americans which I have spoken to, they will be like, I heard somebody saying maybe it's Patrick said, oh my God, I like your accent. So the
Yes.
same thing applies to me.
Yes.
Understand?
That's two
I
for
went to
two.
Speedway to buy a gas station. So the person that was attending to me, immediately I talked. She was like, "Oh my God, I like your accent. Where are you from?"
Yeah.
I said, "I'm from Nigeria."
Yeah.
Understand?
Shut up,
So the
Patrick.
accent put smiles on her face.
Oh.
Yes.
Understand? So that's it. Then, secondly, when I got this my current job,
Mm-hmm.
I called my boss. My boss was like, "Have you done this before?" Okay, after introducing myself, man, that man was like interested to hear me out. At the time, I was talking, and I thought he wasn't online again.
Hmm.
But he said, yeah, I'm with you. I like your accent, man. Can you come around?
Oh wow.
Just like that. Understand?
That is
So
interesting.
I don't know if it's the accent or whatever, but I don't know. But what he said that he was carried away with the way I was speaking.
Right.
Understand?
Right.
He said, please, I should come around. Let him hear from me one-on-one that he liked my accent. That's the very first impression he
Oh
gave me,
wow.
which I won't forget.
Mm.
So that's the how proud and how connected with my accent. Then, in terms of people judging me,
Right.
I work with the Mexicans, understand? So they
Right.
are the people that have once or twice, trying to judge me of my accent. Then I have to
Wow.
tell them that your own accent is very, very even difficult to understand when you speak English because with your Spanish tongue, when you speak English, it's like boring to my hearing,
Please.
you know. So yeah,
Please.
I have to throw you back at them because I believe and 100% they are not better than me,
Wow. That's
So
interesting, man.
they,
That.
yeah. So in America here, the blacks and the whites, I understand the whites much more than the blacks. Understand because blacks have their own slang, you know. So I understand the whites
That's
more.
interesting.
So that's
Oye,
it.
Oye Mayor,
So that's
yes.
all
I
about
mean, we appreciate
my experience.
your honesty, and I guess sharing your personal experiences. And we appreciate, I'm sure, I mean, like you have a lot of fans of the show, who love listening to you every week. Thank you so much for always calling in and sharing with us. One time for Onye Mayor.
All right,
Yes.
bro. Have a good
Yes,
one.
man. You too, man. You too. You too. Yes. Very interesting stuff. Yes, I think Onyemayo. I don't know why everybody is giving props to Patrick.
Oh, we
Wow,
have
we
a
have
caller
another
on the
caller on the
line.
line. Okay, it's one of those days. Yes, yes. Good morning. You are live on Awesome Radio. Who do we have on the line?
Yeah, this is AY.
Hey, hey, hey.
I hope you guys can hear me. I'm going to make this very quick because like I'm sneaking out of something today. Anyways, so I'll get to it very quickly.
Yeah, it's a bit windy. Are you out in the ocean?
Yes.
Oh wow,
So
look at it.
I'm
Why?
just standing behind the trailer and try to sneak this call out of what we are doing.
Oh wow.
I hope they don't catch me. Anyways, let me get straight to what I want to say. So first of all, like I said in the chat, nobody should be judged for their accent. And then I want to say something about what Oyemere said. That they are telling you that they like your accent. Sometimes it might actually not be true. It might be the person telling you that I can't hear you, but go on.
What? What the heaven?
because I mean sometimes we try to be very nice.
Yeah, they try to be
They
nice.
don't want to tell you that they can't find a way to say it in a very maybe it's so easy to call it. That's saying something bad in the way, but yes. Anyways, but that's the idea sometimes. I'm not saying that's it all the time though.
Right.
When someone tells me, oh, I like your accent, I don't even know how to feel because I don't know if it's coming from me. I really like your accent, or
I can't hear you, but go.
Let's just
That is wild, bro. But
okay, so I just feel like that speak another language fluently that you obviously you can't speak my language, but at least I'm making effort to speak yours. So I mean, if you can't hear me, just tell me to come again out.
yeah. It's getting a
Because
bit
the truth
smothered
is,
from the wind, but go ahead.
yeah, because the truth is sometimes too, I can hear their accent too, right? So the person that is telling me that I cannot hear my accent, honestly, I can't hear you too half of the time. So we are humans, right? We're all in the same boat. And at the end of the day, who owns the language? But I don't want to go into that
Right.
conversation now so that I don't speak it.
Right.
Who is the owner of the language? Because I feel like that's the only person that has the right to judge which accent is correct or not.
Right.
If you really want to dig deep, we say, who owns this language? Right? So, and then you can now say who is correct or not.
Right.
Anyways, I have to run back to work now.
Yeah. Thank you for
You guys
calling.
enjoy.
Thank you for calling AY, and I still have scores to settle with you, but later. One time for AY. Yes, AY said something interesting. He said sometimes people say, I like your accent.
Yeah, I love
And they
your
don't
accent.
mean it that they're like, I can't hear you, but go on.
Yeah,
That took
I
me
mean,
off. I don't see. I hate to be that person. I mean, I feel like people are inherently good, for the most part. So, I mean, he clarified too to say that's not always the case. But
yes.
I mean, taken from me myself, I know there are certain accents I like too. Like I know I always do this thing where I ask folks when they ask me where where the accent is from. I'm like, all right, guess, and they usually would say Jamaica or any of the island countries. I'm like, no, which is interesting because someone from Jamaica sounds different slightly from someone from Trinidad or any of the other island countries too, which is again very fascinating. Yes, Ngozi Ihuka says, I'm proud of my accents. Yes, I'm proud of my own accents too.
Yeah.
Yes, but shout I mean, Hollywood has to do better. A lot of the impressions they make of the African accents is nowhere near. Nobody
It's
speaks like
terrible.
that.
It's terrible.
Yeah, nobody
It's
speaks like,
very
and it
terrible.
sucks too because they have a range, they have scale. So a
Yeah.
lot of people listen to that and think, oh, that's how African sounds.
No.
Hey, Motumbo, what are you saying, my king? I mean, nah, nobody speaks like that.
Nobody
man.
speaks like that, bro.
Yeah, but people
it's
speak
funny,
like,
though.
hey, Wena.
It's
Hey, Wena. How you doing, Wena?
it's not.
That's my best South African
Victor was
accent.
exhausting all his South African words in his repertoire. You like
Nkulu,
that one
nkulu.
there?
Yes, but talking about first impressions too,
Yeah.
just like Onyemayo said, the boss was, taken in by his accents. I think it works the other way too. There has been, research around discrimination around accents. I guess, I mean, I wouldn't want to mention any specific countries, but there has been, even with me, sometimes I struggle to hear, people from certain parts too, just because of how thick their accents are. Uh,
Yes. Uh, to, Tony
yeah,
Tony
Tonya, yeah,
Yamno
Tonya.
says, it's true we have different accents within the black community.
Mm.
I brought a white friend home to my extended family, and they said I was bilingual. They didn't understand anything the whole time. And Gozi Hooker says, I don't have any plans to change it, but there's a way pronouncing English has an oral English tends to change my accent sometimes.
And that's a very interesting thing too, because English is a language among all the many other different languages. Yeah. And then because we are from this part of the world, it seems like the standard mode of communication is English, right? So I say that to say, like, if you went to China, for instance, that have Mandarin, you know, for instance, I mean, the language would be different. It's a language of, I mean, that part of the world is dominated by that language, So it's very interesting, even though it seems like I know people will have issues with English being the standard mode of communication and all, if you get down to it. And I think I also like the Scottish accent.
Oh
Yeah, I like the Jamaican accent. I like the Scottish accent. The draw sometimes. Hey, my friend. I mean, there's
What accent was that you
that's
attempted?
Scottish. The Scottish. Yeah, the role there was, and then it's very interesting. Yeah, I had one of the ECU soccer coaches who is Scottish. It was
Okay.
just that interesting to hear. They put mate.
Yeah,
What's up,
mate.
mate?
Yeah,
Mate.
mate. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But it's amazing. Yes. I don't have any plans to change it. There's a way of pronouncing English as in oral English tends to change my accent sometimes. Okay.
Yeah.
Tonya says.
Yes. Well, I'll give you all my story. I'll give you all my accent
Yeah,
story. I'll give you all my
yeah.
accent story. So the most recent one is when I went to Duke University. Shout out to
You
Duke.
and this Duke.
I'm in love with
Bro,
Duke. I
no
got into Duke.
ECU.
I should be a Duke, but it's too expensive for me. But anyways, soon you guys
We
watch
would-
out.
we would-
Patrick will be
it's
starting a
it's
GoFundMe
it's
for
interesting.
Duke.
Like you're wearing a purple shirt, like you're wearing a purple t-shirt or
For
ECU,
easy, yeah.
and you are literally groveling for Duke. See, we will reject you here.
Don't worry, I'm a pirate. I'm a pirate. So, anyways,
I don't
I was a
believe you.
pirate before I came to ECU.
Oga-
Orlando Pirates. anyways, anyways, so we had different stations, and you had to choose a station you would do. And so I chose to go on a tour, so they'd give us a tour. And on our way to the tour, I like to, break the ice. And we had a tour in front, and then somebody stepped up to be a second backup tour. And I talked to him. I was like, yo, do you mind being my own personal tour as we go through this tour? He's like, I got
a
you.
guy or a lady?
A guide. It was a
okay.
guy, yeah. And, it was like a RA seminar that we
right,
went
right.
to. And so, mind you, those are RAs at Duke. And so we then start going around. We go around. And on my way, I kind of lose this guy. And in Duke, the dining hall is a bunch of restaurants,
Oh, for real?
Yes. And
I
so
see. That's why you're so
yes.
enamored.
And so I see these two girls walk, and I'm about to ask them. I'm like,
Have to
I'm
be
gonna ask
girls.
them,
Oh, go
yes.
ahead.
And I walk up to them like, hey, if somebody's visiting Duke for the first time, what would you recommend they see? And then the girl goes, are you South African?
Oh, for real?
And I go, wait, how do you know? And then she talks again, and it hits me.
She's
She has
South
a strong
African.
UK accent, but she's also from South
Oh,
Africa.
okay.
Yes.
Which is interesting. Yes, we'll be right back after the break. Yes, we have some chats. Don't touch the dial.
You're listening to our newest edition of the Awesome Radio Network, WNOS, 1450 AM and 102.3 FM, New Bern, North Carolina.
Yes, welcome back. Welcome back. We are in the last batch of the last, the home run. Yeah, the last batch of this amazing show. It's been an amazing conversation with you all. Yes, Na Green Jank on the chat says obrigado. Yes, obrigado. That's
Oh,
the
I know,
only.
I know who that is.
Yeah, that's Bruno.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Talking about Bruno, I remember Bruno got a new car, and the guy he got the car from, he was talking to him because we needed to get some paperwork and stuff.
Right.
So the guy is black and he's American, and this man was talking, and Bruno was like looking at me like, I don't understand
Oh, for
anything
real?
he's saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bruno is Brazilian.
Yes. And so Bruno goes to me, can you translate for me?
Oh,
I
for real?
don't. Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yes. So I translated English to Bruno.
So you
English
translated
from English to English. Yes.
bro. You
So
guys are wild. Yes, I wonder how a Brazilian accent will sound. You know, they speak Portuguese in Brazil. too,
Yes,
so,
yes.
and it's
Yeah,
different.
I'm starting to get a lot of it from Bruno, so I'm starting to place it
A
now.
lot of what?
Like the way he speaks
Oh,
English.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
gonna, yeah. So
I think
I'm
that
gonna
would be a
have-
very interesting thing too, to get to bring in all these different accents and sort
Yeah.
of having conversations
Mhm.
and
And
all too.
you always know your people, because when that girl said, "Are you South African?" and I asked her how does she know, and she talked, and I asked her what her name is, and she goes, "Oh, my name is Gugu," and I'm like, "Gugu, your name is Google it," because I know
Oh,
the full
Google-
name. Yeah, her name
Google
is
it.
Google it. No, Google it too. Like
Google it too.
yeah, that's
Okay.
short for Google it. So she didn't even have to
Interesting.
tell me the full name. The moment she
Interesting.
said Google, I knew exactly.
It's like hearing how you're annoying is your Deji.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that
Yeah, it's like when
is-
AY says Ayo in your head, you know.
Not Ayo.
Yes,
but it's
Ayo,
fine.
yes.
That's the whole point. You see the accents, you can't
Yes.
even get the name. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, shout out to you, Bruno. Obrigado. That's the only.
Yes. And then for me,
Portuguese
my
words.
accent, I'm an RA in Amstead.
Okay.
And last year we had a series of events that we had to have meetings with our residents because they were misbehaving a lot.
That's interesting,
Yes.
Mr. Noel. Please read.
Mr. Noel said, I can't read that part.
No, Dalo one
Dalu-
name. Okay, it's interesting. That's Igbo actually. Dalo one name is like thank you, my brother, or thank you, my sister, because one name is like sibling. Like Dalo is
No,
like
just
thank-
finish the whole.
yeah, that's what I
Yes.
wanted you to say.
Okay, yeah, he says those Nigerians that form accents once they leave Nigeria are one of African problems, inferiority complex. I think it's just them trying to adapt to their new
I mean, but
environment.
there is also the inferiority complex. I can see what
What
I
he
can
means,
see what
yeah.
he means
Me
because
too,
a
actually.
lot of people actually feel like, and it's a general thing, and this might not be politically correct. A lot of people still have the understanding that Western values or Western culture or Western languages are somehow I'm trying to find the right word so I don't say something silly, are somehow superior or much more acceptable than our traditional values and cultures and languages. So they do all they can to be, to appear Western, to be American. They try to Americanize, if that's even a word to use. But you get what I mean.
Yeah, I get
The moment they leave the continent, they start, eating American, dressing American, or whatever country it is,
Yeah.
and trying to speak like them,
Yeah.
which is interesting too. So yeah, shout out to Mr. Noah for
That comment.
mentioning that too.
Yeah, and another thing is, I feel like because as I said, Ari and Amstead, we had to residents were misbehaving. We had to have a meeting, and so in the meeting, we really had to get at them for them to get the point.
Right.
And so when my boss told me, like, after the whole thing happened, he said, Patrick, your South African accent really came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you got mad, it came out a lot. Like it was really strong when you were mad. Yes.
Well, it's always strong in my ears.
No,
but
it's not.
Yeah.
And and it's true because even back home, like we have different tribes and we mostly speak English. But when someone gets mad,
Yeah,
they don't,
it comes
they don't
out.
talk
Yeah,
to you in
that's
English.
when people,
Yes.
if you're in a relationship, they go from calling you baby to calling you your name. Yes, Yeah, Bruno said it's hard. Many different accents. Sometimes I need a translation. Yes, that's all of us too, man.
Yeah.
Yes, we are headed out to the hour mark. And yes, some upcoming community events. Next week is Thanksgiving. So yes, shout out to everyone celebrating. We have a community Thanksgiving event. It's going to be a big one at St. James United Methodist Church on Thursday, the 27th. St. James United Methodist Church is at 2000 East 6th Street. And the time is 11 to 3 p.m. There are options if you want the food delivered to you, if you want transport, just feel free to reach out.
Yeah, that's amazing, man.
Yes, I
That's,
think the goal is to serve about 800 to 1,000 Thanksgiving meals too.
yeah.
And I'll be there too. Yeah, they have my picture and
Yeah, in the flyer.
marketing and all that.
Yeah, the
So
flyer,
yeah, I
yeah.
have to be there, I guess.
Mhm.
So yes, come out
Yes.
to that.
Yes, we'll give you an inspiration, but then before we say that, I want to
Yeah.
read what Ayodu said. He said some of those people forming accents are doing it so that the Americans can hear most of the, which is
So
most of
many
the times
times it's,
resulting from
I can't
many
hear.
I can't hear yous. I don't judge them.
Okay,
That's
that's
true.
another perspective
Yes,
too.
and then
Yeah. Bruno.
Nadrinka says, bro, English is so full of accent, and some words are kind of the same. Patrick talk about
Yesterday, if he's allowed. Yeah, that was the thing you were talking about. Yeah.
yeah, no, yeah, kind of.
Was it or was it a different thing?
It's a different thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
it's not allowed.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we have Victor. Please give us the motivation.
Yes. Yes. Hold on, Tana. I need to do this in my best Victor voice.
Okay.
Your voice is not an accident. It's an archive of everywhere you've been.
Wait. Let's run
What?
it back. Victor, give us the motivation in your best American accent. Yes.
I can't even try. Your voice is not an accident. Nah, that feels so fake. Yes, in my best
was the point.
Igbo accent, your voice is not an accident. It is an archive of everything you've been, everything you've survived, and everyone who poured into you. Don't shrink it to make the world comfortable. Own your sound, honor your story, and walk boldly in the voice you carry. Yes, that was nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So own your sound, honor your story, and walk boldly in the voice you carry. Thank you for joining us all on another incredible episode of Pitt Perspectives. Thank you to our awesome radio, and thank you to all our listeners, and thank you to everyone showing love week after week.
Yeah.
From all of us, it's goodbye. See you next week.
Peace.
Boom.